Hello guys, welcome back to the Lumley Trading video. In this one we are going to be doing some in-depth stock analysis, technical analysis over on jpmorgan Chase ticker JPM. So to get straight into it, obviously the banking sector in general has just been pulling back, obviously over the news of Silicon Valley Bank, but obviously you have seen JPMorgan has definitely pulled back a lot less than other big banks. I mean, you see First Republic Bank, I mean, they pull back over 50%. I mean, a lot of these stocks have been hit heavy. JP Morgan is probably one of the better ones off as of right now. And again, it's probably just due to their balance sheet. I mean, the CEO, Jamie Dimon, that is his goal. Keep it rock solid. And so they should never really be too impacted in these kind of crises. But anyway, to get into the key levels, what am I paying attention to? As of right now, obviously, we probably will continue to pull back just off, the related news. And kind of we have that first key support level that I'd be paying attention to at around $122.75. If we break that, I'm paying attention to then $119.50. And if we break that, I'm paying attention to 112 going over to 108. And a final level at $101. So these are the key supports. We'll quickly go over the resistances and then we'll go over kind of how we're using these levels. So we do have a resistance at around 131. This was a previous support. If we break above that, we have one at around $133.50 to around $143. Now, this level is key again. We'll go over this highlighted box in a second. If we break out that, we do have another resistance at 144, 155, and I think that's all we really need to pay attention to for the time being. So to go over kind of what these levels mean. So first time we hit these levels, expect a bounce. If it ends up coming, or a possible reversal. So we play it as a bounce, we lock in some profits, move stop to break even. The reason I play it like that is if it does end up pulling back, then obviously we can still take a winning trade. We can move our stop to break even, and we don't have to take a loss on an already winning trade, but we like to hold some size because if it does continue to reverse, which again definitely is a highly probable off these levels, then we want some money in the trade. So yeah, so first time we come into a level looking for a bounce, if it retests that level waiting for a break through it, come back to test it as a resistance. If it holds, then looking to play trend, and that's why I like these levels. So you can play them as either reversal levels or trend levels, and especially maybe if you don't like shorting, which a lot of people don't. Then obviously if you're playing the supports, you can trade them as long buy bounces, and if you're playing the resistance levels, then obviously you can trade the break of these levels and come back to test them as a support and try and catch the trend. So that's why I really like using these levels. Now, we said we would go over the highlighted box. What does this mean? So this is statistical mean over on the 6 month and the 1 year. If you've never seen this channel before, you don't understand standard deviation channels. Basically, this statistical mean is considered fair value of the stock. So if we're trading off a technical reason, off technical levels, I never want to be opening up trades within this area just because, again, there's kind of more risk to it and there isn't much of a trading edge within here. Obviously, if fundamental news comes out, for example, like that Silicon Valley Bank news comes out, if we wanted to trade JPM, we were still within this range, but it would have been, a high probability trade to take a trade in here because we know more than likely, obviously, the banks would start to pull back. So it's one of those things, not looking to open positions in this range, but they can definitely be used and will be used as final targets. By that, I mean, if I was to take this long at 122, obviously locking in profits along the way, but my absolute final target would be this 133, just because I know it comes much more into a gamble once we break into that level. Anyway, that is the breakdown over on JPMorgan Chase. If you enjoyed the video, why not drop a like and subscribe and check out this analysis video.